Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Alright. This is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. And I want to do a video, or a lesson, or a class rather, on the topic of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Okay? That the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites. Alright? But before I start it, let me get two precepts before I start. I will get Daniel 9 verse 11. Now when you read Deuteronomy 28, it states the blessings and curses, right? Moses gave unto Israel an ultimatum. Keep my commandments, I will bless you. Break my commandments, I will curse you. Alright? So I go and read what Daniel say about Israel. In Daniel 9 verse 11. He say, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law. Talking to the Most High. He saying, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law. All of us. That's why the scripture say, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory. Even by departing. Yeah, it had some jakes who just leave. Blatantly say, fuck F the laws. I go and be a Greek. I go and be a Babylonian. I go and be a Mede, a Persian, whatever. To hell with them laws. I go and be a Roman. They just outright depart. It says that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us. And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God. Now, Daniel talking about the law. He said the law is a law. The Most High laid down. That was poured upon Israel. Because we have sinned against him. Okay? We have sinned against the Lord. So the Lord did what he said he would do. And he talk about Moses. So we will go soon and see what it is Moses wrote. What is the curses Moses did right? Right? It says, and he confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem. So no other nation go through the hell that Israel ever, that no other nation on the earth went through the hell Israel went through as a nation of people. Alright? No other nation went through the hell Israel went through as a nation of people. So this Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse, to prove that it was already prophesied. This is part of the law that Israel had to go off because this was written. And when something written, you cannot fight against it. So the Most High did program Israel at a point to fall, and then he go and program them in the kingdom to do completely righteous. So it says, Deuteronomy 30 verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have said before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither Yahweh thy power hath driven thee, which is what you're seeing happening now. We call into mind, the Israelites call into mind, among all the nations where we was driven. Some of look at in Trinidad, it had those in Tobago, it have in Jamaica, alright, England, the States, Canada, it have in Australia, it have in Mexico, it have in Netherlands, alright, it have in Africa, alright. We call into mind all the things that happened to us as a nation of people, which in itself is prophecy, and shall return unto Yahweh, come back unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, that thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee, because that is part of the curse. Alright, that is part of the curse. I'll keep on reading. It says, if any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey my voice, obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. So the Most High say, after when the blessing and the curse come, if the curse come, so the blessing going to come after, in the kingdom of heaven, that he going to put, the point is in verse 7. It says, and the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So that also is a law. So you heathens, this is why we tell you to look forward to slavery. It's a law in the Bible that if you touch Israel, you're going to go into captivity. Alright? You're going to suffer the same fate Israel suffered. One of the fates Israel suffered was captivity, so you want to suffer captivity. Then we get Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So the Most High saying, if you're doing what he said to do, I'm going to bless you. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God. So here is some of the blessings. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Alright? Because right now, Jacob blessed in the city and in the field. Jacob is looked down upon only. It says, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground. That is your children, that is your livestock, that is your plants, alright? And the fruit of thy cattle, your livestock, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, that is the blessings. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. It says, Yahweh shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. Yahweh shall command the blessing upon thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand to do. And he shall bless thee in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee. Alright? I just reading it out. It says, Yahweh shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh thy God, and walk in his ways. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, and they shall be afraid of thee. And Yahweh shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and in the land which Yahweh sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee and thy head, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from one word, from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. That is the blessing portion, and I read it out. Alright? Now basically the Lord saying, if you do my saying, your fruit of your body, meaning your kids, they're going to be blessed. Your land, wherever you put your hand to, it's going to be blessed. Wherever you set your mind out to do, you're going to prosper. You ain't going to have to be borrowing from people. You ain't going to have to be below anybody. You're going to be on top of them. Alright? He going to give you a rain. He going to give you the rain to make the soil yield fruit. Yield fruit onto your fruits. Alright? Onto your crops. He going to give you that rain. The early and the latter rain, I think scripture say talk about. Alright, in Joel. He going and send the rain for you. You're going to get blessing after blessing, basically. All the nations of the earth going to look at you and say, them are some blessed people. And they're going to be afraid of you. They don't want to touch you because they know the Most High on your side. Alright? But as we read in Daniel, the scripture say what? We transgress the laws. So this is why you don't see these things happening to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. What I now read. But what you're going to see happening is verse 15. I'm going to read verse 15 now. And I will jump around in the Deuteronomy 28. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So here I say, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed. Who does it applying to? Who cursed in the city and the field? That if thou step foot outside, thou go and get shoot down in the streets. Who? Edomites don't get shoot down in the streets. Edomites, majority of them don't be vagrants on the road. Edomites don't have all hell on the side, all hell to catch. Had to look over the shoulder every other second. Alright? That don't happen to Edomites. Negroes, Latinos, and natives. It says, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. That meaning what? Your savings. If you have savings, you ain't going to have it for long. That curse, that go and diminish in no time. Let me say you have savings. I could say from personal experience. Your savings are going to diminish in no time. You tell yourself you're going to store up some money for a rainy day. That can't happen. That can't happen. Alright? It says, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. That is why Negroes go have children, and the children will coming out suffering. Latinos, they go have kids, and the kids coming out suffering. Indians, they go have kids. And I say Indians, not East Indians. North American Indians. Alright? South American Indians. They go have kids, and the kids, majority of them just come out, and they're not doing so well in the life. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. That is the fruit of your body. They might come up with some ailments, they might come up with some sickness. And the fruit of thy land, your land, majority of we don't have land. But back then when we had land, alright, or whoever have land, whoever Jake had land, it ain't going to be as prosperous as the Edomites making millions off away from the banking systems. And the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep, all these things going to be cursed. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest into the world, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. Goest out. Yeah, so as I was saying, when you come into the world, you're cursed, and when you die, you're cursed. You're coming into the world like in the States for that matter. You're coming into the world in the States, you're already in debt. You're already in debt. There's a heavy burden on your shoulder, and there's now a newborn baby. You have to pay the government debt because you're in a heavy strain. You understand? Because the debt in the States is almost 20 trillion dollars. You understand? So you can't pay off that debt, so your whole life you're under this spell. You're under this curse. You're under this burden. It says, Yahweh shall send upon the cursing, vexation, and rebuke. In all that thou settest thine hand to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, they forsook the Lord. So the Lord going and deal with them. Anything you put your hand for to do, the Most High going to curse it. He going to make you be vexed. He going to rebuke it. Alright? It says the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land. That is when he was in Israel, whether thou goest to possess it. Let me see. I'm just looking for curses for now. Verse 28, it says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. What I mean, people, you're mad, you're blind, physically and spiritually. You're blind. Physically and spiritually, you're mad, because these people who drunk off of Babylon juice, even though they might have regular paying jobs and they're working, living an everyday life, not knowing who you is, like madness, because you caught up in some philosophy like the black conscious community or the Moors or the Christian church. Just like how you call the prophets mad, these madmen, use the true mad people. Alright? It says, and thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. Meaning, you ain't going to see a way at all. From paycheck to paycheck, in other words, too. You're not going to see a way. Whatever you want to do, you want to organize a scene for yourself, something always going to come up. And when that happening, Jake don't ever check himself and say, what causing this, boy? I could say a personal testimony for my own self. Right? When I now started work, right? I have no kids, I have no children, I have nothing. All I live I living in my father's house. Them days still. I living under his roof. I working, I making money. And I can't save $1. And I'm making enough money. So I watching, I like, The hell, man, this is me talking to myself before I know anything about Israel. Talking about 7 years ago. That is me talking to myself. I say, I am not some kind of curse or some kind of thing. I'm not cursed. I am not cursed by why I can't save $1, boy. Why I can't save a little 200 and just put that down. Every time I try to save, there some come up, some kind of fucking thing. And then when I come into the truth, I get the answer. This is why these things happening. And Jake, don't check the self. The scripture say, consider thy ways. Matter of fact, let me get that one precept there quick. There, Haggai 1 and 5. It says, now therefore saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Yeah, consider what the hell how all these things happening. Why to me? Why always to me? Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe thee, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Consider why these things happening to you. I think in our scripture the people turn it not regarded not him that smited them or something. So let me see if I find it. Alright, Isaiah 9 and 13. It says, for the people turned not unto him that smited them, neither do they seek Yahweh of hosts. Alright? They only turning to the Lord and saying, Lord, it's you doing this because why? Are doing things contrary to what you asked me to do. Alright? You're not turning to the Messiah and telling the Messiah. You're just going through the motions and living in a hellhole and telling yourself this is how life had to be for you. That is not how life was made to be fair. The only reason why you're living like that is because you're transgressed. Transgression increased, so therefore you're living like that. But that is not what is required. Alright? Alright, let me rephrase myself. That is not how it had to be for you. I'm going to go back. You say, and thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. Meaning, you ain't going to see nothing. Spiritually, on a physical level, if it come into finance, or what? You ain't going to see your ways, and you ain't going to know the truth. You're going to be a blind bat. Except Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai mercy. That's why the scripture say, it is because of the tender mercies of the Lord we are not consumed. It says, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. It says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. This is in slavery here. You go and get a wife, and this, hey, even post slavery, even all today, you go and marry a wife, you go and get a wife, alright? You go and get a woman, that is your woman, and it have Joe Grind stand up on the side. Now what we just call Joe Grind down here is a freaking old adulterer. Joe Grind stand up on the side, marking your wife, watching she from head to toe, and she watching he, and behind your back, both of them sleeping with each other.